So, an opportunity came to me very, very wonderfully. By the way, my friend Jessica Bayless went to Disney and got me Minnie Mouse ears that sparkly and are beautiful, and I love them. But you're not here to talk about my ears, even though they're a little on the crooked side. There you go. You're not here to talk about these lovely things. You're here to talk about what is in the process of the title on there. So, as you can tell from the title, I'm not home for like 2 months. Let me explain. Amada's not home for a while. There are some personal stuff going with her family right now. So her little family of Seth and my brother-in-law, and herself are going back home to help take care of her niece and nephew. And ultimately, I was given the opportunity to stay here. And I jumped at the opportunity like you would not goddamn believe. Now, why did I do this? Mainly because I've never lived on my own before. I did it like for a month here once before, but this is going to be a little bit more of an extended stay. This is not permanent. Let me just put that out there. This is not a permanent thing. I'm in my PJs, and this stay is not a permanent thing. It is merely to soak my feet wet. And honestly, it might be the best thing for me right now. And I've never been given an opportunity to try to even attempt this type of bullshittery, because let's be realistic here. I have problems that supersede anything else in the fucking free world, and so I wouldn't necessarily do this. And then I started thinking, I needed a little bit of freedom. And now living with my family is rewarding in some ways, and some can be limiting, in my opinion. And most of you know that I am not close with my family. We have our own opinions on shit, and I'm a very loud, obnoxious human being, and I'm okay with that. But I also have a lot of disabilities that can be hindering, that I don't believe that are hindering. And I needed to prove something to myself. Not to anybody else, but to myself. Oh, yeah, my guitar's in the... Of course I brought my baby with me. That was not going to happen. I was not leaving it home. Sunday, my friend Alyssa came to help me grocery shop. And she's helped with people with certain special needs and stuff on my level. And I ended up going to Trader Joe's, which, by the way, is the most amazing place on the planet. Oh my god. And I ended up going to Trader Joe's and spending $80 worth of food, which is pretty good for one person. And I was excited up until the end of the trip, and I was overwhelmed by what was in the cart, and I had a panic attack right in the middle of the meat section. I hated myself just a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It was only because it made me really nervous, because there was a lot of stuff in the cart. Thank God Alyssa put up with me, and it was a lot to do. A lot on my plate. But she was so patient with me, and I give this woman credit for putting up with me. Oh my god. So, she came home and helped me meal prep with me. All this was in preparation for meal prepping for this week. She helped me meal prep for breakfast and dinner and lunch, I think. Yeah. I made chicken teriyaki bowls and turkey taco bowls. Not realizing that I have one more recipe to plan, but I think, honestly, I made something else and made all the stuff for the other thing, and I didn't plan accordingly to plan. But fuck it. Because, honestly, I like that I did 2 recipes instead of 3, because I think I would have overwhelmed myself completely. I'm not editing that out. I think more along the lines of the fact now that, I'm gonna see where this is gonna lead. It's gonna lead into a lot of growing pains between me and my family right now, and I can tell you right now that it's already a problem. But it is what it is. I'm very proud of the person I am. That's what I meant. And I have a job that I've had for a year. I am writing music, and it's a daunting task to live on your own, but especially in New York where you can't, like, the living wage is not a thing. But I'm doing the best that I can with what little I have between disability and my job. And I don't know. I don't know if this is going to happen in the future or not, me actually living on my own, but I like the idea of right now having an entire space to myself without having to be judged or questioned on what I'm doing or why I'm doing it or how I'm cooking, or that's kind of nice. I like that I'm able to do things my own way. The first couple of days, however, have been a little bit harder because inclement weather is a thing, and it rained like a motherfucker, and I couldn't get in to the apartment on Saturday, only because I live right near a bay right now, but it's all good in the hood because tide eventually went down and I could get into the apartment. It's a pain in the dick. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I have some music to write, and I'm hopefully gonna upload music soon. I don't know when, just things have been crazy since meal prep and trying to schedule myself around that now, so. Okay, love you guys. Bye.